Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we're still exploring Skyhold. I'm gonna be saying that for quite some time. Now then, Thren! Hello there, my dear.
Thanks for my life in Haven. You've all sorts serving now. If that means change, so be it.
Okay, good stuff. Yeah, we've spoken to the surgeon before, I believe. Yeah, that's everyone. You know what? We'll explore the buildings too. Go on. We're in the area. We might as well. Nothing in here. Aha, and here's the portcullis house doodad. I don't know what the different parts of castles are called. That's not my area of expertise. We can also check out, I do believe, I want to say this is where the jail is? I think?
With allies come enemies, and now we have a place to hold them.
Ooh.
Your worship, the cells are ready for the enemies of the Inquisition. Good facilities in Skyhold. Whoever built this knew how to keep prisoners safe but secure.
Anything else?
No one to watch over, your worship. We either have many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
You say that, however, apparently I have someone else to judge on the throne, so, if they're not being kept here, then I don't know where they are being kept. Prison structural evaluation. Harder job, this. Structural fractures throughout. Major blocks shifted. It's settled over an age or more, so I had the workers shore it up and call it stable. I don't recommend rebuilding. If we change the weight distribution, it might stress cracks we can't see. I've seen failures like this before. In dams, with the pressure of a flood behind them. What caused that in a prison this side, I don't want to know. Structural evaluation for Lady Llewellyn's consideration, Mason Gatsy. Yeah. This is looking pretty dodgy. God, what the hell happened here? What did this? Again, just double checking that there is no one in here. Yeah, no, we weren't mean and, you know, put someone in this far back cell. Just like, nah, we're gonna leave you here to die. No, we didn't do that. Good job. Start as you mean to go on. Don't immediately jump to war crimes at your new castle. Come on, Aenor. Up you go. Let's see. I do believe...
Lots of standards. That'll guide the dragon right in.
By the time it's across the growing legions, that roaring pincushion will be ripe for swords.
That easy?
Never said it'd be easy, but we win, so it won't come.
Oh, I find that rather sweet. Like, she's clearly nervous and he's like, nah, that dragon's a bitch. We'll fuck it up. Aw. And,
Hello, Inquisitor. Honored to help with these, whatever they are.
I know.
A way with words, too.
Shame.
These two are gossiping over the Inquisitor's, relationship status. They think that we're single. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that.
Honored, Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhold. Did my part on the walls, and now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
Yeah, what's your experience?
Where did you learn your skills?
Orzammar. Carved a few statues in my day. And before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman. Couldn't stand looking at it. The memory of a dwarf, right?
And yes, this gentleman will tell us about the tiles we've been collecting, the mosaic pieces.
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
Tevinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
And can you interpret the meaning?
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Here you go, Inquisitor. I wrote up some thoughts. Hope it adds to the effort.
There we go. The Mason's Tales, The Fall. We'll get a new one of these every time we complete a mosaic. I believe, yeah, right up there. I'll go check that out in a little while. And hello. Excuse me. Would like. Give. Construction report. Death on the wall. One of our finishers, Garin, fell from the scaffold and landed on a paving stone, excuse me. He had breath for an hour, but his eyes were still. He died and the Chantry sisters wrapped him. What should we do? Foreman Charisse. Have them commit his body with those we have lost since Haven. I will record his sacrifice for the Inquisition. Move his fellow workers to another site and allow time off with pay if they request. Ensure that all workers do their jobs safely. We are in a war, not a race. Rushing does no good if we harm ourselves. We are all the Inquisition. Lady Montelier. Again, I'm loving these notes we're getting between Josephine and this foreman. I love that Josephine is like, yo, if they want time off with pay, let them have it. This was presumably their friend. They're going to be very upset by this. Oh, I love Josie. I love Josie so damn much. And here is the courtyard. We have people standing in the benches. Excellent. Fabulous. This guy, the only one who knows how to sit correctly. Oh, and you, pardon me. Let's have a little bit of an explore.
Fertile ground even here. This hold has everything.
That it does. Yes, plant seeds in Skyhold's nursery to grow herbs for crafting. Find seeds by gathering herbs in the wild. Construction report. Scaffolding. Third fall in as many days. We need more sandbags. It's almost impossible to drive an anchor between these blocks. The place was built to last, but that makes it a fight to build it up. Berinol, roofer. Approved. The Inquisition needs its people on good legs. Sir Morris, quartermaster. We have Thren's replacement right there. So, Hélène Valmal.
Inquisitor, Hélène Valmal. Honoured to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. My colleague Adan was clear about the worth of your cause. I look forward to assisting him.
Welcome aboard. He thought highly of me. Did we need a replacement? Well, clearly Adan survived, but clearly he didn't want to be in this role anymore. Also, Adan wasn't an apothecary, he was an alchemist, that was it. So clearly, he's probably gone back to doing that. So yeah, welcome aboard.
I look forward to working with you.
And are you? I wasn't sure what to think of you people, but recent events have put those doubts to bed. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
Do you have anything else to say?
Inquisitor.
How we stopped? Where did you study? Will your college help us? You're a city elf. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna sound. I'll leave it to last.
What is your evaluation of our supplies?
We are well supplied, and I foresee only better to come.
And will your college help?
Are there others who could come to Skyhold?
They are helping now. I have contacted many of our finest, and their influence is not inconsequential. They are not, shall we say, prone to take the field, but we will be well supplied.
And where did you study?
Where did you receive your training?
I studied with Adan after he left the service of the King of Ferelden. Well, when the king was no longer there to serve. Our College of Associates tends to meet informally. I've since been fortunate enough to serve various heads of state. They are all as good as another, truth be told. My skills and contacts are better suited to more imminent need.
Oh, I don't... What does it matter that she's a city elf? If she's learned and studied on this, then what does it matter where she came from? Someone who was born in the city is just as capable of learning about plants as someone who was born in a forest. I mean, Aenor probably doesn't know much about plants. She'll obviously know, like, the basics of, like, okay, those are poisonous berries, those are poisonous mushrooms, that's what elf fruit looks like, because elf fruit is fucking everywhere. But, like, she wouldn't know the intricacies of, like, plants. If you presented her two plants that looked damn near identical, she wouldn't have any way of knowing, like, okay, well, that is Felendaris superior, and that is Felendaris minor. You find that in a swamp, and you find that as high mountain altitudes, blah, blah, blah. She'd have no fucking clue. So, like, where does... Excuse me, I'm really warm. I am incredibly warm, and I have been recording for about 2 hours-ish at this stage, so my throat is just like, please, Callista, no more. I'm like, no, I have to go 2.5 hours today, because I'm running a little bit behind. Yes, well, so yeah, it doesn't really matter that she's a city elf, so I don't think Aenor would ask.
As you were.
Of course, Inquisitor.
Rightio then. I think we should have seeds. Yes, we do. In that case, let's plant some blood lotus, because we do need that. Okay, it's the same in both. Good stuff. Excuse me, wood. There we go. Okie doke. Excellent. What am I dinging? Oh, I'm dinging that. We'll go around the sides later. Oh, Giselle, hello there. How you doing?
Ah, Inquisitor, you have finally come into your own. The Maker has put you on a difficult path. I pray you walk it safely.
Goddamn. All of these people ignoring her thoughts and feelings. Did you do this? Was this your idea, Giselle?
I remember our talk out there before we found Skyhold. It wasn't just the Maker who put me on this path, was it?
The Inquisitor could never have been Cassandra, or Liliana, or me for that matter. We are too political, too tied to the Chantry and all its failings. But I did not make you stand against Corypheus. I did not make you risk death to save the people of Haven. Only you could be the Inquisitor. I only pray the power of the Inquisition is enough.
I will prove myself worthy. It'll have to be. We're done praying. I think Aenor is so fucking pissed at Giselle. Like, she is thinking, you old bitch. How dare you? Like, excuse me. Like, I have told you time and time again, this makes me uncomfortable. And every single time, you ignore me. You old bitch. How dare? She'd never say that. She'd never say that, but she is thinking it. God, yeah, it'll just have to be, won't it? Because I don't really have much of a choice in this matter.
If the power of the Inquisition isn't enough, we're all in a great deal of trouble.
It may seem overwhelming now, but you have already done more than most could have. The Maker has chosen you to deliver us from Corypheus. You have the faith and support of everyone here. Never forget that. Now, was there anything else?
You have the faith and support of everyone here, as long as you keep going along with what they want. Because, like, as soon as you start, like, disobeying, then that faith and support is gone. But as long as you keep, you know, being a good little elf, nodding your head, doing what you're told, you have that faith and support. Like, Aenor Aenor feels very much caged right now. She does not like that. She feels like I am being forced into this, and I'm really not happy about it. Yeah, okay. What do you think about Corypheus?
Can you tell me anything about Corypheus?
I know nothing of the man personally, but the Chant of Light speaks of what he claims to be. No matter their power, their triumphs, the mage lords of Tevinter were men and doomed to die. Then a voice whispered within their hearts, "Shall you surrender your power to time like the beasts of the fields? You are the lords of the earth. Go forth to claim the empty throne of heaven and be gods."
An old god. Let's discuss another matter. Yeah.
That was one of the old gods speaking in their dreams?
Yes, Dumat as I understand it. In secret, they worked magic upon magic. All their power and all their vanity they turned against the veil, until at last it gave way.
That sounds incredibly familiar.
That sounds like what happened with the breach.
Very similar, Inquisitor. Above them, a river of light. Before them, the throne of heaven waiting. Beneath their feet, the footprints of the Maker, and all around them echoed a vast silence. But when they took a single step toward the empty throne, a great voice cried out, shaking the very foundations of heaven and earth.
Yeah, Corypheus says otherwise.
Corypheus said he found only chaos and corruption.
The Chant of Light says that it was beautiful until the Maker himself spoke. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world.
Yeah, again, this sounds different from what Corypheus himself was saying.
Corypheus seemed so certain that he heard nothing. He described it as dead whispers.
Bitterness, perhaps? He paid a high price for his crime. Violently were they cast down, for no mortal may walk bodily in the realm of dreams, bearing the mark of their crime.
Well, I have a mark.
Walking bodily in the realm of dreams is exactly what Corypheus said he did. But the mark, could it be related to the mark I bear?
I cannot say. Perhaps Andraste saw clearly and we misinterpreted her words. It was always thought that the mark they bore was the shape of Darkspawn. Bodies so maimed and distorted that none should see them and know them for men. That is all I know of your adversary, Inquisitor.
So yeah, there do seem to be similarities, but it's not a perfect match. Thank you, that's just a myth. I'm not gonna lie, personally, I would rather believe the guy who was there than the lady who heard a story that was, told to, like, the story is passed down through the ages and was, where the fuck did you come from? What the was he there the entire time and I just didn't notice them? Well, okay. The heat, clearly it's getting to me. Yeah, I'd rather believe the guy who was there than the lady who has heard a story passed down generations written by someone who wasn't there. Just saying. Yeah, I'm drawn to this.
Some of the Chant of Light describes what we've seen and what Corypheus said, but not all of it.
The Chant of Light is the work of mankind. We of all people must accept that mankind is fallible. Listeners may have misheard one of Andraste's songs. Just one word sung incorrectly could change everything. And how many verses were stricken or changed for foolish political reasons, like the Canticle of Chartin. Still, I would trust these words over any spoken by Corypheus. I hope they help you.
Again, I'm sorry, I'm more inclined to trust Corypheus because he has no reason to lie. Literally, I'm pretty sure I said this a few episodes ago, but Corypheus's entire speech can be boiled down to, I have nothing left to lose, fuck the lot of yous, I'ma be a god. Like, he has literally no reason to lie.
Inquisitor,
Yeah, how are the people?
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
Yeah, how are people doing at Skyhold?
How are our forces at Skyhold doing?
Still in shock, for the most part. To see Haven destroyed so soon after the Conclave. You saved many, but still lives were lost. And traveling through the wilderness did not make treating injuries easier. For all that, though, more people arrive every day. Some are refugees, but others want to help. Your Inquisition is growing. I pray you use it wisely.
What a weird as fuck elf. Just, I'm gonna rub my body on you a bit and then I'm gonna walk through your conversation. Josephine needs to have a word with that person. Josephine needs to tell them that shit ain't, it ain't kosher. I don't know where you come from, but you can't be doing that here.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
You have done much for the refugees in the hinterlands. Many who would have starved or frozen owe you their lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead.
Okay, yeah, this is the same as before.
Assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Indeed.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Okie doke. Now then, let's see. So we can't open that. Can we? We can't open that door either. Now then, I'll leave the upper levels till later. Bride of the Maker. Maker, though I am but one, I have called in your name, and those who come to serve will know your glory. I remembered for them. They will see what can be gained, and though we are few against the wind, we are yours. Canticle of Trials, 5-1. Yeah, we can set that up as a nice little place to pray for people. That'll be lovely. Again, what did I ding? What have I dinged? Okay, there's that. I'm gonna assume it's the plant new seeds. But unless there's... Oh, it was probably that. It was probably the fast travel. Okay. Now then, hello. Letter to an Inquisition agent. My darling Wilbur, I am so proud of you. We hear so much about the Inquisition in the village. It makes me happy to know you are doing your part. I am sorry about what happened to Haven. I will light a candle in the chantry for the fallen. Please, take care of yourself. I know what you're like when things get busy and the fate of the world hangs in the balance. You must take care of yourself before you can help save the world, you know. Don't forget to eat. You're still in the mountains? It must be cold and wet. Why couldn't it be a fort in the hinterlands? Then you'd be closer to home. Well, dress warmly. Shall I send you a blanket? Anyway, you should write more often. I don't understand why you can't tell me what you're doing. You shouldn't keep secrets from your mother. Love always, Mother. P.S. What do you mean I have to address the letters to Rector? Is that what they call you there? Why? Your name is Wilbur Quigley. It's a good name. Wilbur was your uncle's name. He fought in the Battle of Riverdane. We are all so proud of him. Are you ashamed of your given name? Why are you ashamed, Wilbur? Oh, poor Rector. Poor Rector. God damn. This is why. This is why you shouldn't tell your mum that you're a spy. Mums don't understand. Oh, that's so fucking cute, though. That was nice. Yes, we do have to... We have to go and see the Arcanist. Did you guess? Did you guess who the Arcanist is?
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Hello there. Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
Dagna! Hey! This is the little dwarven girl that we helped in Dragon Age Origins. We got her to the circle. Hello.
You're the magical advisor?
Oh, you're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. Reach was pretty too, in a destroy everything sort of way.
Welcome to the Inquisition. You're not what I expected. Let's get to business. No, welcome aboard, love.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Harriet's devices. Precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Almost safely. Love it. Okay. Where did you study magic? Why did you agree to join us? Let's talk about your title. What are your skills? Let's go through them. Let's go through them all.
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle. I had help, though. A Grey Warden, and I am forever grateful. With that sanction, I visited a half-dozen circles. Wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can spot where they overlap. That's a surprise for every teacher. It's a grand tradition, and it works so well with new thinking.
Yeah, a Grey Warden helped you.
You mentioned a Grey Warden who helped you start your studies.
Not any Grey Warden. The Grey Warden. The hero of Ferelden is a hero in Orzammar, too. I mean, she was from our royal family, so of course. It's incredible that someone like the hero of Ferelden would stop to help the little people. Literally.
Yes. Yes. Dagna is doing exactly what Artin wanted. She is making connections for Orzammar. Yes. Yes. Oh, I will say, if you didn't help Dagna, Dagna is still the Arcanist. However, she mentions that she had to fight to leave Orzammar. So, still, I love this. And yeah, you gave up your home for your craft.
You gave up so much, left your home. Was it really that amazing?
Yes. I left my home and my family, but I just knew I could be more than a smith. I wish my people weren't stuck in the past, and I regret that my father couldn't imagine another life for me. But I don't regret what I did.
Yeah, you must have learned an awful lot.
Your years of study have paid off.
Oh yes, the mages said I brought a valuable perspective. I've even presented my work to the College of Enchanters. I wanted an exchange. The Surface could learn about lyrium smithing, and Orzammar would gain knowledge of magic. But now there's no college. And so far as the Shaper is concerned, I'm castless. So you're getting my best work, Inquisitor. Let's make some great stuff.
Clearly, Artin isn't in Orzammar. Otherwise, she would have been like, who cares if she has no caste? We need her. She is providing us with knowledge. Yeah, this warden does indeed sound very special, and she's one of my favourites. Please ignore the fact that I say that about all of my characters, but Artin was one of my favourites.
The warden affected you in a special way.
Talk to anyone, they'll say the same. It was a dark time. There was one light. She saved us. She saved me.
I do find it funny considering, like, oh, there was one light and it was Artin. Meanwhile, what was Artin doing? The Surface? Fuck the Surface. I don't give a shit about them. Everything I do for Orzammar. And if I help out the Surface in the process, then yippee for them. God damn.
All right, rein it in. You have work to do.
Right, sorry. I get carried away when I think of it. Ready when you need me.
No. No, madam. Oh, there goes my timer. Okay, I guess we're going to finish speaking to Dagna in the next episode. There's somewhere nice to stand. There we go. Yes, in the next episode, we continue talking to Dagna. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.